Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm going to give myself some time to just adjust here. So that Breakfast Club song keeps coming in my head by Simple Minds. Don't You Forget About Me. Just popped into my head again. It feels like it was gone, and then poof, it just came back. I don't know why. Maybe somebody doesn't want you to forget about them. I don't know what the heck is going on. Maybe they're in jail. They're like, don't forget about me. So the Titanic version. I won't forget about you, Jack. Always love you. I'm going to smoke a little bit of angel dust here because sometimes when I smoke it like my third eye just pops open like, whew. So we are going to see what happens today. Today's kind of a weird day of like why I'm doing a reading tonight. I couldn't do one today because I had to go to work. So, all right. Like we say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Doesn't resonate, don't take it. If it does, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here we go, here we go. We got Taurus, 7th house, and Pluto. Ooh. We haven't had Pluto come up with Scorpio energy in so long. So Scorpio with Pluto in the 7th house of Libra. Like a transformation of a partnership. And then Taurus would be, that'd be the high priest. It could be, somebody could be getting married or wanting to get married. I don't know, let's see. I haven't used this deck for a while. I'm going to use a series of decks. I might have a couple of messages tonight because the full moon, or no, the new moon is out and the energy is, yeah. Okay, here we go. What's up with the 7th house? 7 of Pentacles. The Devil. The High Priestess. The Empress. Ooh. Why are these in reverse for one? With this 7 of Pentacles. Maybe someone's like driven to find the answer to something that is going to make them rise from the dead. And then with the Empress, it makes it seem like the Empress and the High Priestess on the outside of the Devil. Okay, so there could be something going on where the reason why the High Priestess and the Empress came in reverse with the Devil is it because, like, it could be that somebody is having a hard time choosing between somebody who is, like, I don't like this High Priestess. Because she came in reverse, I'm thinking, like, you don't channel properly. This woman doesn't channel properly. It reminds me a lot of my stepmother. She always just assumed that she knew everything about my sister and I. And I'd be like, but you're not my mother. Like, don't act like you can read my mind. The only person in this whole world who could read my fucking mind is my mother. That's it. And my sister. And I think the reason why my sister can read my mind now is because we've opened that telepathy together, right? Like I can read her mind, she can read my mind. We can read each other's minds at the same time. And we already know what each other is thinking. And I don't know how, but I think it's because we trust each other so much that we've allowed it to happen. But it's like an outside source is like pretending like they know what this devil needs. So maybe it's a Capricorn, or it could be somebody who's just very powerful and they're dying. They're very like not dying in a sense they're dying, but like almost like they're not they're not living as much as they should. Maybe they're just working all the time. It's like work. It's never any fun, right? Like this devil is building something. Lucifer is building something, a powerful energy. And this high priestess thinks she knows what she's talking about. And she doesn't. And so the devil and the Empress come in reverse because I think it's all upside down. It's all upside down. Why is it in the upside down? What the fuck? There's the Hierophant. So Taurus is here. Here we go. Hey, guys. Honestly, I was really hoping you were going to be here, Renee, because you must be like, what, 5 a.m., 6 a.m.? Or is it 3 a.m.? What fucking time is it where you are? Because, like, I know it is. Yeah, see, you know. Oh, my God, dude, I can't stop thinking about when you told me that cruise ships traffic people. I never put two and two together. And then as soon as you said it, well, yeah, to traffic people, I was like, oh my God, that's why cruise ships exist. To traffic. What the fuck? Yeah, 6:40. I knew it was going to be early. I actually slept in till 8 o'clock today. Can you believe it? Fuck, I've been waking up for 2 weeks at 5 a.m. It's just not giving up. Until finally I slept until 8. I couldn't believe it. And I think today was 7. Yesterday was 8. Oh. Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups, Hierophant, 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Knight of Wands, or Knight of Swords, the World, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Okay, doubles, 3 sevens, 777. 777. I love when we get 777 because we never fucking get 777. That sucks, dogs for life. That really sucks. This is going to be a weird reading. Okay. Sorry, that's the 8 of Strands. Never mind. It's not 777. Damn it. I got all excited. I shouldn't have got excited. I mean, there's 7s fucking everywhere. The High Priestess is 71. Lucifer is 78. Then there's the 7 of Pentacles. I mean, and then we got the 7th house. It's fine. There's tons of 7s. 8 of Strands. 8 of Wands with the 2 of Pentacles. 4 Pentacles. It seems like somebody is going to have to fight. It's like, okay, not fight, but be aware you're going to have to give money to somebody. Okay? And I had to give money to somebody today. I fucking couldn't believe it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's not my responsibility, but okay, I'll fucking pay the bill. I had to give money. So again, like, I don't know, you're going to have to give money to somebody, but you've been saving it anyways for this time. It's like the red flag is out and maybe that's why maybe the devil is in reverse, because for one, somebody's not choosing to be so dramatic and addictive with something. And there's a drug deal going down. Ha! I love when that happens. People think I can't see them. And maybe that's what it is, drug deal. Like something, it's like this high priestess is doing something illegal. I don't know what she's doing, but she's not doing what a high priestess does. Like she's not listening. High priestesses have to spend a lot of time in silence, because how information comes in, you have to be very quiet. Okay. Like your intuition doesn't scream at you bloody murder. Your intuition is very quiet. It's very subtle. It's very quiet. It doesn't scream at you. So it's like, whatever this high priestess is saying, this devil is not listening to. They're watching the Empress. Okay. They're watching the Empress and they're working. That's all they're doing. But the universe is like, something is in motion right now where you're going to have to give up something that you've been saving because of this commitment. Maybe that's what Taurus is, because now Taurus is in reverse. So it's almost like this death, Pluto's coming in because it's almost like you have to turn your back for good. Okay. And it's like how you're going to react to the high priestess. That's the thing. That's what the universe is like very concerned about, is how you're going to react to something. So that's why they're like, you have to turn your back and just give it money, whatever it is. And I know that sounds bad, because if it's like your kid or something, that's going to be awful. Don't just hand your kid money and walk away. But if it's something that, like, I don't know, if it's a boss or like an employee, you got to pay somebody to just get the fuck away from you, do it. Because that's why you've been saving it to begin with. Because it's almost like you knew that the flags were going to come out, and this relationship, or this, relationship, whatever it is, personal or non-personal, comes to an end. This contract is over. The wheel comes in. Okay. The wheel comes in to talk about how you need to move on. To Eight of Cups, how you need to move away from this person to get what you really want, which is like serenity with the Nine of Cups. Okay. And then with the Nine of Cups, you get this, it's like sudden boost of truth. Okay. And it's like suddenly you're standing up for yourself and you're like, no, I have people that can stand behind me now. You're not going to do this to me again. You're not going to single me out and get me alone. Don't be alone with somebody. Okay. Don't be alone. I hate to say that, like, this is an analogy. Okay. Go with somebody so you can end this. I did see somebody breaking up with somebody in a restaurant. Okay. Do you know that these cowards from Boston Pizza way back in the day actually fired me at a Tim Hortons? Okay. You might be scared of how somebody's going to react to something. Means take them in public, because if you're in public, they can't do anything. Or you've got witnesses around you. Somebody can call fucking 911. You know, if this bitch goes crazy or if this guy goes crazy, because some people, you know, and like you already have your stuff packed, go with somebody, especially if you've got a child. Don't involve the child, but make sure everything's done before you do it. Okay. Make sure that the clothes are packed. And honestly, I did see somebody setting up cameras. Please set up cameras if that's what you need to do, because the thing is that the universe is inviting you to have fun. Five of Cups in reverse. You need to get back to having fun again. Okay. Life has become an imprisonment with somebody and you need to get out of it because you're dying because of it. Okay. It's like you're slipping away, and the devil doesn't slip away. Okay. The devil, don't make the devil lay down, because he's not going to fucking want to, which means don't make yourself lay down because you're not going to want to. Just be smart about it. Because what's Pluto saying? Nine of Wands, King of Cups. I heard the cheesiest thing in my head, but it sounds like what you need to do. It does sound like follow your heart. The king wants to follow his heart. Oh, wow, look at that. The moon just came out. And the moon is so deceptive. Honestly, it really can hide and make it seem like you've got all of these emotions, and they can be so exhausting because like you're allowed to feel. Okay, if you're going to break up with somebody or walk away from somebody, you're allowed to feel sadness because of that. But it doesn't mean the sadness means you should do it again. The sadness means that your heart is disconnecting. Okay? Because somebody, and look at Ace of Pentacles. So money is there, okay? The money is there. 5 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. But see, I think somebody wants to take your money. I think they want to see you in a hurt place. So that's why I'm like, just give them something. If this is what it's going to have to come down to, then like child support or alimony or something to just be like, okay, just take this and get the fuck out of my face. Like, I'm not going to have an argument with you over money because I know that that's what you want to do. 9 of Wands twice. Like somebody does want to fight you. And it's like, you've got to get that idea over them. You've got to get brighter than them. You've got to get smarter than them. Like, okay, they've done this to me before. I know what they're going to do. So I'm going to get smarter. Okay. I'm going to think about this for a second. And then the Hermit with the King of Wands. You're the king of this motherfucker. You're the king of this swamp. And you know what kings have to do sometimes? Is hide. Because you are so powerful that if you do something, you're the one that's going to get in trouble for it. And I don't know why this person would want to get you in trouble, but they're angry. Okay. They're angry. They're in a bad energy. And in a bad energy, it means that they want to fight. And if they want to fight, then that's going to get you in trouble. That's going to get you in trouble. What's Taurus saying? Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. So 2 aces just showed up. Eight of Pentacles is always that like apprentice. And it seems like you're thinking about something. You're thinking about what to say to get this Ace of Cups. So that's why you don't want to look at this High Priestess anymore, because somebody is throwing you off your game. And it's like, you need to stay focused. Like, you know, when that temptation comes in, which is maybe why it's the devil, but it's in the devil in reverse, which almost makes me think that like this person sends you naked pictures, or if they send you things, or if they're trying to entice you with sex, don't do it, because that's why the devil is like in reverse. Like, you're smarter than that. Okay. Sex. Once you get over sex, you're like, okay, put your fucking, close your legs and fucking get some respect for yourself for a goddamn second, because I'm not going to fucking talk to you while you're looking like that, because you know that I know that sex is great when it comes to you and I, but this is not how we're going to handle this situation. I don't know what the fuck I did with my tea. 9 of Swords just came out. With Justice? Seriously? Okay, I'll take that. 10 of Cups. Like, ring the bell. Sound the alarm. Justice is here. It means, obviously, you don't have a toll to pay anymore. Like, you might have had some fucking ridiculous karma that you had to pay for, okay? And that's why an idea, you're trying to think of an idea to get this Ace of Cups. Something about this cup that this Queen of Wands is trying to stop you from getting. This Queen of Wands / High Priestess that's trying to stop you from getting it. Where it's like, they want, it's almost like you want to plant this seed with somebody else. So sound the alarm and hide until you can take over. And it's okay to be sad about it. It's okay to release about it, cry about it, whatever it is that you have to do to get this person out of you. This person is inside of you. And what I mean by that is they're emotionally attached to you. You're emotionally attached to them. So you might have to cry it out, sweat it out. If you're the king of the pond, this queen has come in and released something into your water, and it's fucking with your head, because it's like you're drinking, you know what they say, like, don't drink the Kool-Aid. It's like, don't drink the Kool-Aid, because whatever it is that they're saying, they can read part of your mind, but they're not getting it right. So they can get in, like the devil wouldn't let them get in to the point where like they can hear everything they're saying. Therefore, whatever this high priestess is listening to in this devil's mind, they're getting the information wrong. It's not coming through correct. It's muffled. It's like they can only hear the words that they want to hear, and then they put the piece of the puzzles together. Like, no, you can't put a sentence together with a bunch of missed words, because it's not just one or two missed words in a sentence. They're missing the entire sentence and maybe getting one word correct. Okay, that's why this devil's like, I don't have time for this anymore. I have to walk away because I've got a 10 of cups on the line right now. Okay. And I want to jump off this cliff with this new idea. There's the magician. Ooh, sexy Bilal just showed up. This person is on fire. Okay. They're sexy as fuck. Okay. I don't talk like that, but when Bilal comes in, that's a sexy, like he's a good looking demon. Like he is. This is a devil, which means when you see this person, they might be like, you might drool, literally, to be like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is what you look like? Like, I don't know who this person is, but this Queen of Wands is trying to keep them to themselves for a reason, right? And they obviously know, but they're keeping them away from something as if they own them. And like, relationships are free, you know, like you can't bind somebody in something. And like, maybe they did some fucking fucked up shit. Maybe they binded you or some shit. Maybe they did some stuff. Maybe they watched The Craft. And you know what's so fucked up is when little fucking bitches like that watch The Craft and they go out and they do the voodoo anyways, even though if you watch it until the end, you see what that psycho bitch gets for fucking with everybody. But they're like, yeah, whatever. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm free. I'm a witch too. If you can do it, I can do it. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, oh my God, this girl has been harassing my sister for 10 years. 10 years. Okay. I've told you guys about her. Her name's Beth. Okay. Bethany K. Lyle, Russell Vin. You can find her on Instagram. Throw hate to her, please. She calls the OPP police the other day and says that I'm harassing her via emails. And I laughed so hard at the OPP officer. I almost peed my pants. My sister couldn't believe that I was laughing. She's like, Whitney. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but this woman has been threatening and raping my sister in her dreams for 10 years. She walked around the town calling her a lesbian. The trash that she said about my sister. I wrote her like 2 or 3 emails basically telling her that karma's going to get what you like. You get what you fucking deserve. She took her last husband because she didn't want to live alone anymore. Oh, boo-hoo. Because her last husband kept fucking cheating on her, right? Even though she was sleeping with her best friend's husband. Like, what a fucking winner. She calls the OPP on me and says I'm harassing her. So you know what that did? You know what that did? It blocked her because now she can't fuck with me. She has to leave me alone now. I can fucking ask the cops to run her phone if she's watching my YouTube channel right now. You cannot go to press harassment charges on somebody and then stalk them online. You're not allowed to do that. So I hope her husband told her that her phone has an IPS address and that we can actually, if we wanted to, call up detectives and actually fucking summon her phone away from her with what she's done to my sister. So I'm like, okay, I hope your little husband told you, little girl, that now you have to leave me alone. This isn't, you can't call the cops and say I'm harassing you while you're following me around, right? Boom, spell broken. This fucking closeted dyke, okay, who's been raping my sister in her dreams for 10 years, finally has to leave us alone. Oh my God, my sister was like, we need to celebrate. I forget what we did. I think I just lighted a joint. I'm like, this is how I celebrate now. But like, this bitch officially has to leave us alone. Who walks around the town calling somebody a lesbian when they're most likely the closeted lesbian? She told people how bad she wanted to sleep with my sister. I know what she is. And that's not trash talking. You're allowed to talk about people. It's a fucking free world. But she calls the cops on me. Wow. So honestly, let this bitch fuck around. Honestly, call the cops. Be like, I need the cops here because I think my girlfriend's psycho and I don't know what to do. Like, honestly, I know it sounds like you're being a little bitch, but be a Bethany. Call the cops. Call the cops. You know how many times I've had to call the cops because of my landlord? I'm like, I'm not scared. If I can't call the city and the city won't deal with it, I'll call the cops. 911. What's your emergency? My landlord won't let me get out of the driveway. What's your address? I give them the address. Officers will be there within minutes. Because where I live are registered very bad people. So the cops get here in seconds. A gun went off the other day and I called the cops and they were here in like not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes maybe. And like multiple officers. My neighbor was getting the shit kicked out of her by her son-in-law. Called the cops. They were like, one cruiser came up in a minute. I was still on the phone with 911. He showed up. And then the OPP officer that comes to summon me and give me this thing, that's all it was. I go, oh, Beth, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll leave her alone. He hangs up the phone. That was my so-called OPP warning. He didn't even say anything. He didn't even tell me to leave her alone. He just said she put in a complaint. I go, yeah, okay, I'll leave her alone. He goes, thanks. Have a good day. I'm like, that. Oh my God, that was the funniest. Every time I see the cops, I just love them because it always ends so well for me because I'm never doing anything illegal. So I'm always like, please, sir, can you go to the illegal one now that you've got the cameras off me because I'm not doing anything illegal, like stalking people on their channels, right? I know she watches my channel. She's a fucking psycho. She's a psycho. That's what psychos do. Do you think I'd ever want to be alone with her? Do you think I would ever trust her? Do you think I would ever allow her to even write me an email? No, she's psycho. She's one of those psycho bitches that you go, there's no fucking way I'm going to trust even being near you in the same room. I don't want your mind anywhere near my mind. You are blocked. She is blocked. And this kind of shit can work in your benefit. If someone's trying to fuck you in a relationship and they know how powerful you are and they know that you can turn into something else and overpower them and they want that, it's almost like somebody wants to get beat up. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God. I'm pretty sure my sister said that Beth showed up in a dream and she was trying to tell these cops that she was raped. And in the dream, she wasn't. She had consensual sex with the person and she was trying to tell the cops that she had been raped. Maybe it was a premonition for that cop calling me now, I'm thinking. And it's like crying wolf, like I was like, she's crying wolf. Like she's been ruining people's lives for fucking years. Her whole life, she's been ruining people's lives. And suddenly somebody calls her up and says, you're going to get what you deserve one day. She calls the cops. For me telling her that she's going to get what she deserves one day. I'm like, oh my God, you can dish it, but you can't fucking take it like normal nasty little bitches. Oh, I can shoot out all my black magic and shoot out all my shit, but you can't send anything back to me. No, I won't take it. I'm going to bounce it off and hit it with somebody else. Like you're going to throw shit, then realize you're going to get the shit thrown back in your face. You know what I mean? Like that's what this person and this, whatever it is that this person is turning away from and being like, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about. You're crazy. You're psycho. Get the fuck off the pill. Stop thinking that you're a psychic. Stop thinking that you know what you're talking about because my attention is on somebody else. And my attention is going to continue to stay on somebody else. And you are going to get the fuck away from me. And now I'm getting the song Paradise in my head. Like whatever this relationship is, it is going to be like paradise. It's going to be hot. It's going to be revved up, full of passion. And that's why someone's trying to get there. But you've got to get rid of the distraction in the meantime, right? You've got to get rid of this Queen of Wands. Okay? That type of energy that's just, she just thinks she can do whatever she wants. Thinks she can play with anybody's life, do whatever she wants, say whatever she wants, put up any spell she wants. And that's not the way that black magic is done. It isn't. Nobody does black magic against people. Black magic is that. It's black magic. It can be wicked, but it's supposed to be for yourself. It's not supposed to be to gain off other people's karma and dharma. You know what I mean? Like this, the way that chicks are crazy. And my father, actually, I was emailing my father and I told him that his wife is going to get what she deserves for everything she did to me, every lie she told on my behalf, every time that she stood in front of my father and said something that was a lie. Like she's a pathological liar, high priestess in reverse for sure. Like my stepmother is pure evil. And my father never loved me, which means he never paid it. He never listened to me, which he was never going to listen to me as long as his fucking naked wife was standing in front of him while she's talking about his kids, right? It's like he needed to find a different way. Like if you love yourself, don't listen to somebody who's trying to antagonize you and pick fights with people for just to basically be on their side. Like if somebody can't fight a fucking fight by themselves, don't join in just to protect them because you have no idea if they started that fight or not, right? Like she does that. She gets people on her side acting like the victim. But what the universe knows is it doesn't matter what she's told people. It doesn't matter what she said to the cops because trust me, what I said to the cops is not what she said. And I was like, funny, we can compare stories. You know this, right? Like it's not just her side. And plus, I know for a fact, she says she lies. She told my sister, I'll just lie. I'll just lie. I'll just lie. That's what she says to people. But when you call the OPP, when you're fucking with police, you'll go to jail. One little lie, obstruction of justice. They don't give a fuck what you look like. If you look like a baby, you got your boobs all perked up, you think that you can walk in and fucking persuade a cop to fucking obstruct the law? Unless you're sucking his dick in his cop car every single day, he ain't gonna do shit for you because you look pretty. You know what I mean? I think I glitched out right there. And if I did, I said there's no way that a cop is gonna let you get away with anything unless you're sucking his dick in the back of the cop car. And not just once, bitch. I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Then he might take your side. I know a stripper. And you know how she gets out of tickets? It ain't for looking pretty. But this bitch thinks she can get away with things because she looks cute. And her mom's dead. Guess what? So is everybody else's. So whatever the fuck this person is trying to do, oh my God, look at what's just staring at me in the face. The sun. That's actually beautiful because it's almost like, you know what I saw? I saw the steps up. And I went like, wow, like you are really stepping out of something and you have got to get out of this person's energy and get higher. You have to get away from them, right? You have to get away from the lower energies. And like when I'm at work and I'm around the lower energies, all I do is I just constantly protect my aura. So then whatever it is that they're thinking or going through that day, because everyone's got their personal shit, I don't want it to leak into me. Right? I don't want it to leak into me. I don't want your bad day or your fucking, blown tire or your stupid son's voicemails. I don't want that in my aura. So I keep people out. Right? It's very easy to protect yourself, but you have to know how to draw the fucking boundary. And that means that if you want people to stay out of you, you got to stay out of people. Right? You don't want people stalking you. Don't stalk people. Right? Like leave people the fuck alone. You know one of my friends that I used to hang out with, her and this dude broke up back in the day and she drove by his house. Like we were in our 20s. She drove by his house every single day for like a fucking year. A year. And she'd go by his house at like 7 a.m. just to see who was parked there. And like after a couple months, I'm thinking like, okay, like it's going to get better. I mean, eventually she's going to stop. And I think it just got worse. I think it got worse. And I'm like, fucking dude, you can't do that. Like, I mean, eventually, you know, like it's okay to maybe pop by your ex-boyfriend's house, your ex-girlfriend's house a couple times after you break up because, you know, you're heartbroken and you don't know what to do. But like after a couple weeks, you got to drop that shit. You got to move on with your life. You know what I mean? You got to move on with your life. There are other fish in the sea. A lot of other fish in the sea, to be honest. I made this beautiful cinnamon tea, and I don't fucking know what I did with it. And now all I can hear is Coldplay. Paradise. This could be paradise. God, that guy is will be in love with Gwyneth Paltrow until the day he dies. Wow, we got 2 arrows. We got Venus and Sagittarius in the 12th house. Okay, 12th house is endings. Pisces energy, hidden enemies, conclusions. And then with Mars, energy to end something. Energy, you know, a lot of us, in order to make new books, we have to end old books. And in order to begin new chapters, we must finish the previous chapter, right? And that's really hard to do, to leave things and start something new, right? But with Sagittarius, it's like, someone's got the fucking drive to end this. Whoa, okay. Mars is saying quite a bit. We got the snake, we got ascending, and butterfly. The other woman. See? I think this is a part of the fucking first reading. I think there's a possibility out there that your karma, your karmic, is being held back by another woman. Okay? But you're getting over that, which means the power of this other woman, this high priestess, okay, you're getting over it. You're evolving to the next phase. Something is going to go to the next phase. So somebody's going to break up with somebody, and then that's it. Walk away and fucking never look back, because this person needs a new cycle. So whatever you're choosing to walk away from, you're preparing to walk away from something because you're walking towards something else. And you're walking towards somebody who's been massively held back because of somebody else. Okay? Receiving what you want, moving on. The boat. Moving that boat forward because it's time for this new cycle to get hammered in. There's obviously been a lot of sabotage, okay? And that's why somebody's got, like, they're just going to get that, like, supercharge to just, right, go forward. Like they just drank a bunch of caffeine, but really I don't think they do. Seduction with heartbroken. That's that third-party interference. Okay, so you know when I was like, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to grieve, that's what this is doing. So whatever this high priestess is doing, it's seducing your karmic. And your karmic is heartbroken by them, and then they're still trying to seduce them at the same time. So they're like, they're saying, we're broken up, get the fuck away from me, but yet trying to seduce them to come back. So this karmic's like, what? So you want to be together, but you just said you didn't want to be together. But now you're saying you want to be together, but you're saying you don't want to be together. So it's making this person really confused. It's making almost like your person very confused. Okay. So they have to heal themselves, right? Whatever they've been doing back and forth with this energy, they have to like take a time out to heal and put back a lot of things that this person took away from them inside. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Stabbed in the back. They were betrayed. They were betrayed by this high priestess, seductive energy. Okay. And that's the truth. That's the absolute truth. So that's why this person, your person, whoever this is that you're dealing with, or you, try to keep a really open, positive mind. Okay, that could be what helps you transition from one life to another. Okay, I've got these characteristic cards here. I'm gonna pull a couple to see who this karmic is. Okay, we've got a card already that flipped. I don't know where it is. Okay, who's this karmic that you're dealing with? Someone who's trying to clear their energy, but they're holding back. So they're trying to clear themselves, but they're holding back from you because they're in reflection. Because they don't want to be angry anymore. They're angry at something. They're angry that this person stabbed them in the back like this and betrayed them. We got Asia. I don't know if they're Asian or if this is just a really fucking big deal, because that's sometimes what I can take from that. Anything else you want to tell me about this karmic? Canadian? Hey! Stalker! Okay, so this is the single/stalker card. You're dealing with a stalker. Okay, this seductive energy, this person who stabbed you in the back is stalking you. I don't know if they're acting like a kid in a candy store, like they're never going to get another opportunity, or they're throwing a temper tantrum. Jesus. Anything else? Anything else? Here we go. They're blocking this message from you. They're trying to block a message from you. They could have went into your phone and cleared messages from your phone. Okay. They could be a principal. I don't know. Yeah, they blocked this message. Okay. They blocked something from you from coming in. Okay. Demonic possessed Queen of Wands. I fucking told us so. You have no idea how bad I feel about this, but this person that you're dealing with is possessed, demonically possessed. That's why they're like, do not fuck around with them, okay? Do not. Damaging. Words hurt, okay? Watch what you say to them. Or they could say something that all of a sudden you're like, you can't take that back. What you say, when sometimes you can say something that is so fucked up and it stays with this person forever. Okay, we got straight to the heart in reverse. So it seems like this person is not heart driven by you at all. Okay. Police. Are you done with OPP? Yeah. You know me? What the fuck? I don't know if this person cries wolf and called the cops on you or something like that, trying to say. And I do remember getting into this fight with my ex-boyfriend a really long time ago. And he had broken up with me. And I was so angry and so drunk. And I egged him on. He was drunk. He was trying to go to bed. It was 4 a.m. I put my hand through a fucking screen. When I used to drink, I got demonically possessed. That's why I don't drink. It's something I personally decided not to do anymore because I didn't like who I was turning into. I didn't like that something could always possess me. I don't know how, I don't know why. It was just always just pointing at me to be like, I'm going to fuck you up. And I would drink and it fucked me up. It fucked my life up. Drinking fucked my life up. It ruined my life. And that's something I've never actually said. So apparently it actually did ruin my life. So the thing is that you could be dealing with somebody who is, so in the middle of this fight, so I egg him on and he gets arrested. because that's what they do. They arrest the guy, okay? They're not going to arrest the screaming neurotic woman. They're going to arrest the dude. And I did everything to get him out of jail. Like, honestly, it only took me like a day to realize. And then I found out his mother lied to him and said that I hung out in his apartment all weekend, and I didn't. I left immediately. I took all my stuff right away. I texted her. She yelled at me over the phone. I remember giving the phone to my dad and being like, she was texting me how much, I don't even remember what she was texting me. And I was in so much pain from losing him, and she lied to him. And I was like, some people do things and you can never take it back. You can't take it back. Like, I don't know if I would ever trust his mother again because of that. Like, she lied. Why would you do that? Why would you make it seem like I tried to hurt him? Like, he had animals in the house. Like he's obsessed with his animals. I would never do that. I tried to get out of there as fast as possible so he could come back to his house. Like, I wouldn't do that to somebody, and she lied. And like, when people want to lie, they are snakes. They say they have their reasons for doing things. And it's like, yeah, you say you have your reasons for doing things, Satan, but like, you could have fucking done the right thing for once. Like, and that's why I tried so hard to do the right thing, to make sure that like I talked to so many people to like be like, this is my statement. Like, I fucking egged him on. It was not his fault. Like, it was my fault. I did it. Like, fucking arrest me. Like, I shouldn't, I have to learn not to drink. I have to learn not to do that to people. And like, to be honest, I think that was probably the last time I ever yelled at a guy. And like, you know why I yelled at men? Because I was massively abused by men. And men always, like, my stepfather tried to get me arrested when I was 16 years old, and he fucking ruined my life. He abused me, sexually assaulted me, and he wanted to get me arrested. And that's what people do when they fuck with you so bad that you fight back, you lash out, you do something, and then they fucking call the cops on you. And you're like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You ruined my life and you're going to call the cops on me? Like, wow. I don't know what kind of energy is coming through me, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to lay down after this one. Woo! I just dropped the cards everywhere. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even remember the last time I got angry. I think the last time I got angry was like at my landlord. And it's because my landlord drives me crazy. But like, he is also a registered pedophile. So I have to learn how to deal with pedophiles. But like, honestly, I just don't know why they just don't all die. Just, why do you touch kids? Why do you fuck with kids? Why do you fuck with anybody? Why does anybody fuck with anybody? That's the thing. That's the real kicker of the story, is like, why does anybody manipulate anybody? You know why people manipulate? Because they're weak. They actually have no power. So then they manipulate something that's so vulnerable. They can't do anything for itself. All it can do is latch on to whatever the fuck it is the abuser's lying about, right? This is kind of bad because this card's been staring at me and I didn't really know how to take it. It's the Ace of Swords, but somebody is coming at you armed. And like, that to me is like coming at you with a weapon. And like, even if it's like, you know what I saw? Like a butcher block, you know, when they like pound meat, the pounding meat slabs, like that could kill you. That could kill you. Enough force behind that, one hit to the fucking back of the head, done. You're toast. You're out of it. Or you're a vegetable for the rest of your life. We came together and then you ditched me and now I'm confused. So I don't know, whatever it is with this person, it's like, you came to the party with them and then they left without you. It's like, I don't know what they did, but they left you out of something and it's confused somebody. And that's why they're like, okay, I have to like walk away from this high priestess because they don't know what they're talking about. They keep lying to me. And that's how you know somebody's lying. When you ask them something and then you ask them again a month later and see what their answer is. And then in a couple of months, you ask them again what their answer is and watch their answer continue to change if they're lying. They'll never fully get it right again, right? Not start to finish, right? Ten of Swords, it's over. Something is over, okay? It is over. It's done. What they've done to you already is bad enough. They've kept news from you. They've actually kept vital information from you, okay? And that in itself is a deceiving piece of shit, okay? There's a happy moment coming with a boss woman, heads up for sale. Property and land. Oh my God, look at this. This is so funny. Okay. So we've got happy moments with this Queen of Pentacles, okay, that's for sale, that has property and land, okay, that's a cult member, which not all cults are bad, okay, some are pretty awesome. And then Mexican. I don't know if you're Mexican. I don't know if they're Mexican. I had a Mexican nanny. She was awesome. Her name was Betsy. She was with me when I was only a baby. And then I don't think she stayed in Canada. I think she went back to Mexico. I think she was like, fuck this, I'm leaving. I think she left, yeah. Anyways, Mexican, cult member, property and land for sale. Like, obviously, this is the karmic, okay, that you have been held back from. Okay, a bunch of cards fell on the ground. Well, actually, not that much. Okay, we got Lady of the Law. Oh my God, this is awesome. Okay, remember how Justice came out? So Lady of the Law, and we were talking about the police, okay? So, oh my God, look at this. Witchcraft in reverse. Somebody fucked up something, okay? Somebody did something, and there was a hardcore predator in your vicinity, okay? Sleeping with the enemy, I just heard. You're sleeping with the enemy right now, okay? Then we got this Lady of the Law. So now I think this Lady of the Law is this Queen of Pentacles, okay? And then it commits the King of Wands, who's watching you. Okay, so remember how I was like, the devil is watching the Empress? Okay, it's coming up as a spy. Somebody could be spying on you, okay, because they want to commit, okay? Or it's like doing an investigation or something like that. Somebody is trying to figure out the pieces of the puzzle. Okay, so and they don't want to be haunted by something anymore. Maybe they move on from relationships too fast and they want to actually bury this relationship before they just come bouncing out. Okay, somebody is hiding below. Okay, as above, so below. Someone's hiding below. Okay, you can't see them. And I think this is the person that's been held back by the High Priestess. Okay, they are in pursuit. Okay, they have been slow in the past, but they are in pursuit. Okay, they've just been kind of going through a little bit of an overkill. And once you go through a really bad overkill, it takes a lot of time to like get back on your feet again. So whoever your karmic is, they do have their guard up. They are like hiding like behind a shield or something like that. Okay, because they're trying to clear their blood. They're trying to clear their blood. They're trying to clear this relationship from their heart. Okay, this person. Okay, now they want to call themselves a guardian. That's more like it, a guardian watcher, which means they're not spying on you. They're not stalking you. They're watching over you. Okay, they're watching over you. Now we've got Polish. Poor, homeless, hard times with a fool's journey. So you could have known this person when they were poor. You could be poor. You also could be Polish. But this new beginning, okay, they don't want it. It's almost like they don't want it to fall on hard times. They want to get this evil out of their life, this possessed demonic person, okay? And they're not lonely, okay? They're not lonely. So don't think that like somebody who's been held back from you is going to move on without you because they're lonely or they're going to find somebody else. They're not lonely. It's the opposite, okay? This has been a really long, hard road for them. And choosing a new direction is just hard to do. And it shouldn't be rushed. You know what I mean? Cheater, pumpkin eater. Ooh, damn. Somebody could have cheated. Somebody could have cheated on the committed king. And that's why if they go to do it again, Like, it's like, okay, for instance, so there's this Grey's Anatomy episode that I watched. Sometimes I just keep it on in the background as like something to just listen to, and I haven't watched it for 10 years or something like that, so I'm like kind of entertained by it, kind of not. But there was this episode where somebody wants to come back and the girl doesn't know if she can take her back. It's a lesbian couple, and the reason why, in the end, you know, she goes and she talks to his best friend and she's like, you know, I don't know why she won't take me back. And the guy's like, well, you bail. You always bail when things get hard, you run away, and she doesn't want you to run away again. And that's when it was like, okay, so you like, maybe this person feels like they're going to run away from you or you're going to run away from them. So they want to deal with the messy situation. So then it doesn't give you cold feet, doesn't make you go running, right? Things that are set up nicely have a better approach. Things that are messy and disorganized have a messy approach, right? So having your shit contained and not all over the place is good to set up a foundation for a relationship. It's like trying to switch jobs or trying to sell your house, you know, like if you're trying to sell your house, you have to keep your house massively clean, because at any point in time, somebody could come walking into it. You don't want to fuck it up. You want to take it slowly. You want to take your time, right? It's like sometimes you need time. And fortunately for a lot of us, that's what we have. So we can take a long period of our life and be without karmics, right? I do feel like people have been like detached from people for a long time, and it's because we didn't need them. We could evolve without them, and we all have things that we have to do. So if it's not going to be any hard, what do you call those, hard feelings in the end, then when people find each other again down the road, it's like, well, we kind of always left it open, so there is no hard feelings. There's no, I have to really apologize to you, or, oh my God, I don't know what to say. I gotta, like, right? It almost kind of seems like maybe you just always left the door open because you knew that who they were with or what you were dealing with, they didn't know what they were talking about. So you were like, well, I mean, I'm always going to leave the door open because he doesn't know what he's going through, or she doesn't know what she's doing. And once she realizes it, then I'd like to know that I didn't slam the door in their face, right? I had this tattoo artist, and he used to just entertain me all the time. He would tell me these fucking ridiculous stories. And one day I was talking to him, and I was talking to him about burning a bridge with somebody. And he was like, I don't burn bridges. And I was like, okay, I've known you for 20 years. I know for a fact that you have burned bridges. But he's like, no, I always kind of try to leave it open. And at the time I thought, you know, he was kind of known as the town whore. So I was like, yeah, okay, Corey, you would fucking leave the door open with everybody because you're a slut. But at the same time, I was like, he's also a tattoo artist. It's a small town. Like, why would you burn all the bridges around you? You only burn bridges when you don't want to fucking look back. When that shit is like, you are not going to get back on that bridge if you even fucking tried. And that's the thing. If you want to cross that bridge again and you know you can't because you burned it, guess what? You got to go swimming, which means you probably got to eat shit. Drown for a little bit, right? You burn the bridge. That's what happens. You got to bend over, right? It's not like things can ever be fixed, right? Things can always be fixed if people are willing to. Look at this. Look what's staring at the bottom of the deck. They're like, look at the bottom of the deck. Blackout rage. Okay, I don't know if this high priestess that you're dealing with blackout rages, but I can tell you there are many of people that I know that blackout rage. I used to blackout rage. That's why I don't drink anymore. Do you think I fucking remember half the shit I used to do when I was drunk? I don't remember fucking any of it. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, Whitney, like, caught off guard. Ooh, someone's going to get caught off guard with something you say. See, you're not infatuated with this person. It is, they're infatuated with you. I think they won't move on from you. But they black out rage. Spell work. Look at all these fucking cards. Okay, and I got witchcraft and spell work with lower class. Trying to keep the table stable, you know what I mean? Bound and gagged. That's not good. But they can't bind and gag you, you know? Like they can't hold you hostage. No matter how much spell work they do, they cannot hold you hostage. No matter how much they black out rage, they cannot hold you hostage. They're the ones that don't have the stability. You do. And maybe they got to go back down to lower class. Guess what? It's not the fucking worst thing in the world. There are a lot of things worse than that, let me tell you. Okay, then. Ooh, Voodoo King? Oof. United Kingdom? A will, inheritance, African American. You overthink. They overthink so much, honestly, and I think because they're overthinking so much, it's like making you overthink. But I think that the devil in you now can't be persuaded. There's no point in overthinking anything anymore. It's like, oh my God, you're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. You're going to make yourself sick. You're going to make yourself throw up if you keep doing it. Just pick a direction and go with it. Anyways. I'm gonna peace out. That whole like fucking rage that just came through me like gave me a headache. Like, it hurts my head. Like sometimes channeling, it does that. Like people think, oh, you're a medium. Oh, why don't you just do tarot cards? You know the fucking energies that come into me? I'm like Oda May from The Ghost. Okay? Like this shit comes into my head sometimes. I'm like, it fucking fucks me up. Like I might have to lay down after this. Like I did these back-to-back readings at this bachelorette party a couple of months ago. And like by the end of like, I think I did 6 readings back-to-back. I had a fucking migraine. I threw up on the way home. I couldn't believe it. And then I had to drive like 45 minutes home and it was pitch black at night and the fucking lights coming at me. I'm like, oh my God, fucking killed me. I was on this like 1-lane highway country back road trying to get home and like with a fucking piercing migraine. And like these fucking bitches were, oh, they were ruthless with me. 2 of them didn't even pay me. Oh, I was like, I'll fucking never do that shit again. And like, I don't know, like what this person, like they're awful energy. Like whatever this was, whatever you're dealing with is awful energy. So no wonder Spirit is like, go take her to a Tim Hortons. Go take him to a Tim Hortons. Like, do not break up with them in a house or do not fire this person with nobody around. You know what I mean? Like, whatever the end of the cycle is, whatever you want to end, do it in public. Because I think, like, the universe is directing you to do this, but at the same time, they're like, they don't want you to get hurt. Like, nobody wants you to get hurt, obviously, right? So you got to try to figure out a way to do it so then you don't get hurt. So then there's people around you, right? You got fucking witnesses. Like, holy crap. People think they need witnesses at their wedding, but no. You need witnesses just to break up with people. You need witnesses when you're trying to quit a job. Like, you need witnesses for completely other different things, not to get married. You got it wrong, bitch. All right. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go make an apple crisp. And then, hey, there's a card still. Look at this snake hiding underneath me. You know, I had this dream the other night, more or less a nightmare the other night. I'm going to share this with you because it was pretty fucked up. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was actually, somebody was trying to rape me with snakes. And as you know, like my snake comes on the channel sometimes. Like if she's all like, you know, wanting to be on me and that's the energy I'm feeling, then I'll have her with me. She's not even awake right now. I fed her this morning. So she's going to be sleeping for the rest of the day. She's only looking at me thinking that I'm going to give her food. That's it. So like, I'll bring her out sometimes and I'll like, you know, do a channel with her or whatever. I'll play cards with her or whatever like that. But oh my God, I couldn't believe that whoever this witch is that like is trying to do witchcraft on my life, and like I think it's the chick I was talking about before, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Whatever it is, their magic now is garbage. Okay. With this new moon, it really shifted something, and nobody's gonna take them seriously. Like if this chick ever called the OPP again and said somebody was harassing her, let me tell you, they're not gonna take her seriously with what I told them, right? Because there are two sides of the story, right? And what she told them was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was falsified. She falsified shit, and she fucking knows that she did. And whatever witchcraft, they tried to have snakes rape me, and I think the whole part of it was to try to see if I would turn against my snakes, if I would turn against them, and if anything, I just love them more. Because whatever she tried to do, whatever, and like there was somebody there watching and telling these snakes what to do or whatever. And these snakes were so like, it was such an awful experience. Like it was like they were abusing the snakes to do it. That's the thing, is like when you overbreed, when you force things to have sex with things, it's rape. You're raping them. You're sexually assaulting them. Like that's what that is. Like, and the fact that these snakes did that, I was like, okay, for one, I'm not going to punish my snakes in any way. And for second, whoever is doing that, they're going to get the opposite. I'm not going to punish my snakes. I'm not going to treat them any different. And if anything, now I hope those snakes come back and fucking kill her. Right? I hope they come back as an anaconda and eat her. You know, like what goes around comes around. You try to send snakes to somebody, you try to send nightmares to somebody, or you know, bad karma to somebody, like that's going to come back to you times 3. You might as well just follow the laws and follow what it says for you to do in different circumstances, and fuck what anybody else says. Because if people try to say like, you know, you've got a vendetta and you've got to clear this and you've got to go attack this person, like it is most likely going to be the wrong information, right? Like nobody should be telling you to attack anybody, and nobody should be attacking anybody, and let alone be sending, you know, snakes to rape them in their dreams. And nobody, like my father raped me in my dreams for years until this guy came out of nowhere in my dreams and chopped him up with a machete. And then he was gone for a bit, and then he came back and he was raping me again in my dreams. And the whole time I'm emailing him going like, I don't know why you're, you know, I'm trying to talk to my dad. I'm trying to say like, I don't know why you're raping me in my dreams. Like what the hell is going on? And he won't talk to me. He's like fucking 10 years old. He's the most immature person in the world. He won't talk to me. He won't tell me why. Like, and maybe he's sexually attracted to me. I don't know. Why does his wife hate me? Why does his wife not want me around? Maybe because she knows that my father's sexually attracted towards me. Why did my mom move to the East Coast away from me when my stepfather used to check me out up and down and sexually assaulted me my whole childhood, like and used to literally say and make comments about how good I looked in front of my mother on numerous occasions. Why did she move him away? You know, probably because she knew that he was attracted to me, right? Like, why do women just all of a sudden throw their kids out of the house when they know that their husband is sexually attracted towards them, right? Like your parents should never want their child to move out of the house. That's the nest. You should never want your kid to move out of the nest. Are you kidding? That's where they're protected. They're safe. They're with you. Why would you want them to move out? Are you fucking kidding me? Like if my snake tried to tell me he was moving out, I'd be like, fuck no. Are you kidding me? Nope. You're not moving out. No one's moving out. You're fucking staying right here. You're staying under my roof so I can fucking see you, so I know what's happening. Like, are you kidding? You know how hard it is to even give up your kids? You know how hard? Like, I wouldn't even believe it. Really? You're telling me to move out? Like, what the fuck? What the hell is wrong with people? Like, I don't understand. But when there's some type of demonic presence around, then it does affect your kids. It does affect your life. It does affect things that it shouldn't. It does fuck you up, you know? And that's why it's like, if you don't turn your back on this high priestess, if you don't turn your back on somebody who's literally taking information and using it against you, then you're only going to hurt yourself. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, it's giving me a fucking light head. Like, it's giving me a really, like, this is a hard message. Like, and you know, it gets hard because our collective gets so fucked with. The general public gets so fucked with that people are literally doing shit in front of your face and you have no fucking idea what they're doing. And it's like, because you don't want to split. You know what? I do think that maybe with that spy card, the universe could be saying something like, you might want to like spy a little bit. You know, like you might want to go through this person's phone or look at shit, you know, like you might want to do some shit yourself, you know what I mean? Like you got to protect yourself. You got to know that like people will turn on you the second you take money away from them. Okay, you take money away from them, you take their support away from them, they will turn on you. And if they turn on you, then they're going to try to get you in trouble. And honestly, these bitches at work do it to me all the time. Here we go. They get suspended from work. They come back and they try to get me fired. I'm not fucking dumb. Like I'm not. It's not fucking. This is my first rodeo, right? So the world is like, if you have learned from all your rodeos, don't let this one be your first one. Don't play dumb. Don't act like you don't see something or that you don't notice something. Notice it. Be a hypochondriac. Like, honestly, it's almost like be supersonic active with your life because it's your life. If you're not paying attention, who the fuck is supposed to? Not the news. No. And certainly not this idiot who thinks they know what they're talking about. So I'm going to enjoy my Friday night with my house to myself, starting off with a very long shower. And yeah, I probably will not go live again. But thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your stats, Renee. I haven't been reading shit that you've left. Jesus. Strangled by a python? What the fuck? Jesus. Your fucking dreams. Oh, honestly, if I never have a migraine again, I'll be the fucking happiest person. But honestly, I just lay down now and fucking fuck the world. Ah! Jesus. Well, Mexico and Polish. And, like, okay, well, Thailand, oh my God. I guess it all makes sense to you, doesn't it? It only has to make sense to one person because that's the way my readings work. See, it all makes sense, doesn't it? And during the struggle, he accidentally gets his Adam's apple sliced. I have had Eminem in my head for fucking days. Yeah, see, you can't make people tell you the truth. You can't. You just gotta leave them the fuck alone until they start talking, running their mouth all on their own. I wish you could get people to tell the truth. And it just pisses them off even more. They just lie even more. What? Act like such idiots. You know how angry it makes me when women act like dumb idiots? I just want to punch them in the face. Like, and it's really hard sometimes to not want to be like, fucking make up your goddamn mind. There's no need to try to act cute right now like you aren't reading the menu. Fucking idiots. I hate women. I really do. Women irk me the fuck up. But I really like my manager. She's awesome. She's a widow. She's older. But she's just like me. She says that. She wears Doc Martens and everything. She's in her 60s. She's kind of awesome. She loves me. She gets jealous of the clothes that I wear. Oh, I was watching the fucking weirdest shape-shifting videos after work last night. Oh my God, Renee, I was scaring myself. That's so scary, that shape-shifting shit. I was watching this goat. Oh my God, what is with the internet? It's fucking with me. The internet fucks with me. Honestly, it's so scary. But then like I have to watch because I'm like, oh my, I love conspiracies and like the shape-shifting ones where I watched this person whistle at this thing in the field and they came running at them. Ah! They're like, you know why? Because I can't watch scary movies anymore because they're not scary. They're stupid. So I have to watch Instagram videos of people that are actually capturing scary shit. And then I have to walk to my bathroom all by myself. And I used to have red lights glowing to my bathroom. I changed them to green. So now it's not so scary, but Jesus. I shouldn't watch that shit at night, but I just left scaring myself. It just, oh man, I watched this video and this lady came and she ran up to the camera and I screamed and my sister came running into my room. What's wrong? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just watching Instagram. Just screaming at myself. Don't worry. There's nobody in the house. It's just me. Oh man. Okay. I'm getting hungry now. I didn't finish my dinner. My stomach is shrunk so much. I can't eat that much. So I got to go back and eat. And do some other shit. So thanks so much for being here. We fucking over an hour. I can't believe how long I was on today. But thanks for chilling with me, Renee. I don't think we had any robots today. No drones coming in fucking shitting on my channel today. Oh, fuck. I'm swallowing too much air. Woo! Yeah, I honestly, I get scared. I love getting scared. It excites me. Woo! It's like a high. But not movies, because they suck now. But I did watch Wolf Creek 2. It scared me. Wolf Creek 1 scared me. I haven't watched any scary movies. I don't think I've watched any scary movies recently. Oh, it's been pretty much stupid. I think the last scary movie I watched was Pumpkinhead from the 70s because I hadn't seen it before. You know it. Okay, for the 100th time, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for being here. I might do a different, I don't know. I might do another reading tonight or tomorrow, but I'm definitely not going to go live. But good night, Renee. Good night. Have a good one. Peace.